Creating a multi-sector partnership is I would say it's a time-intensive effort. You have to invest time in it to reach out and bring people together. So it's not for the faint-hearted.
How can a community rally together to promote children's early language development? In this video, Charlie Greenwood describes the challenge of uniting various community sectors to spread the word about the importance of language nutrition to parents and caregivers. This initiative exemplifies Principle 9, developing a community-wide intervention that brings in multiple sectors with a shared vision, a vision of getting children ready for kindergarten by spreading the message throughout the community about the importance of talking with young children right from birth. Charlie explains how the Bridging the Word Gap Community Action Planning Guide serves as a blueprint for creating a community-wide effort, ensuring that all children start strong with the language skills they need for school and life success. I'm so glad to be able to have this conversation this morning with Dr. Charles Greenwood. Charlie is one of the co-directors of the Bridging the Word Gap Research Network, and he's also Professor Emerita in the Lifespan Institute at the University of Kansas. But today, what he's going to be talking about is the work that he's been doing in a project called Casey Brain Builders, which is a multi-sectoral community-wide intervention that is all about promoting language opportunities for young children. So tell me about Casey Brain Builders and this whole idea of multi-sectoral intervention.
I mean, one of the things we know in the network over many years now is that many young children are not do not have access to the language opportunities in the early years that they need to be successful communicators and learning their language and vocabulary. And we also know that that is a population-wide problem. It's not just a one single person, single child situation. So what Casey Brain Builders is all about is striving to produce a population level intervention and outcome. The population it's focused on is a community, which could be a neighborhood or a city. In the case of Casey Brain Builders, we are focused on Kansas City, Kansas. The multi-sector partnership involves bringing together a coalition of organizations and persons, individuals, who are going to collaborate around a mission and a vision to promote the language opportunities of all the young children in the city.
Charlie, tell me how the multi-sector approach that you've adopted in Casey Brain Builders helps to advance equity.
Well, you can think of inequity as the fact that many children, or too many children in our community, are not exposed to the language support they need. Mm-hmm. That inequity also then, we know from research, puts them behind in terms of being ready for school, kindergarten, and learning to read. So Brain Builders, because of that, we're getting the message out to all young parents and caregivers, and also offering intervention strategies, talking strategies, talk tips, and some methods of monitoring progress as an approach to leveling the playing field for all the children in the community. Brain Builders actually goes through a process. We developed a manual, a blueprint for creating a coalition to provide rich language to all children. And some of the steps in that guide, we call it Action Planning Guide, allows the community and the sectors that are to meet together, discuss their particular set of strategies, selected from a large set of strategies that we have included in the action planning guide. And they can tailor them so they co-create the experiences that the children are going to get. So it's through co-creation and not just imposing our vision of what should happen.
How will you and your community know that you've been successful? What are some of the markers that you're looking for?
We've been very fortunate to work with a partner at the University of Kansas who has a community action evaluation system. It's an online tool. It's a logbook. It's built for multi-sectoral coalitions, and we've been using their tool. And so we were able to actually record the number of events, we call it, or accomplishments, we call them. So if a sector when a sector has a meeting, they end up logging a meeting into the database that allows for kind of categorization of the topic of the meeting, what happened, why it was important, and what date occurred, and who was attending, what kind of impact and reach did it have. So you get a nice database of accomplishments that you can graph the frequency, the cumulative frequency, and provide feedback to sectors around how are they doing, and cover that information.